Good morning, children. Welcome back to our math session. Today's topic is exercise 3.3, question number 8 to 12 of chapter 3, Understanding Quadrilaterals. So, let we start. So, first we can solve question number 8. So, here the question is the following figures guns and runs GUNS and RUNS are parallelograms. Find X and Y. All the lengths are given in centimeter. So first we can see the diagram. So first diagram, here the side GU 3y minus 1 centimeter is given, UN 18 centimeter, SN 26 centimeter and SG 3x centimeter. So here we know that in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, isn't it? So we can say that SG that is equal to NU. Same way GU that is equal to SN. So from this we can find the value of X and Y. So let me start. So here first parallelogram is guns. So here in parallelogram we know that opposite sides are equal. Therefore GS is equal to UN. So GS is 3x. So 3x is equal to 18 centimeter. So from that we can find x that is equal to 18 upon 3 is 6 centimeter. The same way we can take the next side that is GU that is equal to SN. So 3y minus 1 is equal to 26. So minus 1 we can shift it to right side, that will be positive. So 26 plus 1. So 3y is equal to 27. So y is equal to 27 upon 3 is equal to 9 centimeter. So we got the measures of x and y are 6 centimeter and 9 centimeter respectively. Now let's see the second figure. So in second figure the name is runs, RUNS. Here the diagonals are given. RN is one diagonal and another diagonal is SU. So here we know that the diagonals of a parallelogram are bisecting each other, isn't it? So here y plus 7 is equal to 20. Bisecting means equally, dividing equally, isn't it? So here we can take y plus 7 that is equal to 20 centimeters. So from this we can find y. How? Plus 7 we can shift it to right side, so that will change as minus 7. So y is equal to 20 minus 7 is equal to 13 centimeters. So we got the value of y. Now next diagonal that is given Rn, 16 is equal to x plus y, isn't it? So we can take as x plus y is equal to 16. So here we can put the value of y as 13 centimeters. So x plus 13 is equal to 16. So x is equal to 16 minus 13 is equal to 3 centimeter. So here we got the measures of x and y are 3 centimeter and 13 centimeter respectively. Clear? So now next question number 9. So here the figure it is given, both risk and clue are parallelogram, RISK and CLUE. So from this figure we have to find the value of x. So we can take a first figure that is risk. So here we know that if it is a parallelogram, then here the adjacent angles are supplementary, isn't it? So here first RKS and ISK, if we are adding together we will get 180 degree, isn't it? RKS is already given 120 degree. So 120 degree plus angle S, that is angle ISK, the name, isn't it? That is angle S will get as 180 degree. So that is equal to 180 minus 120, we will get as a 60 degree. So here we got angle S 60 degree. Same way we can find their angle E also. How? Take the next parallelogram, that is clue, CLUE. So here opposite angles are equal, isn't it? So angle L is given 70 degree. The opposite of angle L is angle E. Means the full name is angle CLU. The opposite is angle CEU. So Here if angle CLU is 70 degree, then angle E also 70 degree, isn't it? So now we got in the smaller triangle, angle E, angle S we got. Now we can find the value of X by angle sum property. Okay. So here X plus 60 degree plus 70 degree is equal to 180 degree. So X plus 130 degree is equal to 180 degree. So X is equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree is equal to 50 degree. So that is the value of X. Now question number 10. Explain how this figure is a trapezium. Which of its two sides are parallel? So see the figure. Here angle M is given 100 degree and L is given 80 degree. So here we can add angle M and L. How much it will come? 100 plus 80, that is equal to 180 degree. So angle M and angle L are the adjacent angles and sum of adjacent interior angle is 180 degree. So then we can say that KL parallel to NM, isn't it? So hence KLMN is a trapezium. Now see the next question, question number 11. Find measure angle C in the figure if AB parallel DC. So here we have to find a angle C. So that is also given AB is parallel to DC, isn't it? If AB is parallel to DC means here the adjacent angles are supplementary, isn't it? So angle B plus angle C should be 180 degree. So angle B is already given as 120 degree. Then if we are adding angle C, we will get 180 degree. So here AB parallel DC. So B plus C is equal to 180 degree. So 120 degree plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So angle C is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree is equal to 60 degree. So we got the value of angle C, that is 60 degree. Clear? Now last question of this exercise, that is question number 12. Find the measure of angle P and angle S if SP parallel RQ in the figure. If you find measure angle R, is there more than one method to find measure angle P? Means you have to show two methods to finding measure angle P. Okay. So here measure angle Q is given 130 degree, isn't it? And R it is given as 90 degree. Now from the figure we can see that angle P and angle Q are angles on the same side of the transversal, isn't it? So same side of the transversal is 180 degree. So we can say that angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree. So from that we can find the value of angle P. How? 180 degree minus 130 degree, that is equal to 50 degree. So here we got angle P is equal to 50 degree. That is the one way to find the value of angle P. Now we can find the value of angle S. So here we can see that angle R and angle S are angles on the same side of the transversal. So angle R is given already 90 degree. So angle R plus angle S is equal to 180 degree. So angle S will be 90 plus angle S is equal to 180. So angle S will be 90 degree. 180 minus 90, that is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so here we got angle P 50 degree and angle S 90 degree. Now we can see the alternative method of finding angle P. So here all three angles we got. We have to find the fourth angle of a quadrilateral. So angle sum property of a quadrilateral, that is the sum of four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree, isn't it? So we can take that property here. So angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S is equal to 360 degree. So here angle P plus 130 plus 90 plus 90 is equal to 360 degree. So angle P is equal to 360 degree minus 310 degree. So angle P is equal to 50 degree. This is the alternative way to find angle P. Both the ways are correct only, but the first one is the direct way. Then second, first we have to find other three angles, then only we can find the value of fourth angle. Okay, clear? So here we are completing our session. So complete your notebook. Here this exercise is completing here. So we are winding up this session. So thank you.